Hi, good morning, guys. So I'm going to do a shipping video. I am going to go fast. I have someone coming in about an hour and 10 minutes to bring some jewelry that she wants me to sell. I mentioned this a couple weeks ago because she was going to come then, but then the weather was bad, and so we postponed it at least a week. This is estate jewelry. Unfortunately, her parents were in an accident and both passed away at the same time. And so this is a lot of her mother's jewelry. So she's a friend of mine, and I'm not going to make a lot of profit off of this. I will charge just what I need to even have any of my time. Normally, I'm pretty strict. Like, I love everyone, but even my friends and family, I just can't work for free. I'm 53 years old and I need an income. And so I charge everybody 50% normally. And if there's enough volume of this and enough to where they can still get a lot of money and I can get 20 or 25%, then I don't really feel bad. I've been through tragedy, and you still can't have people just do everything for free for you. And so I don't, and she's not expecting that. She's mentioned that I can take what I need, but I just want to go easy because it's not hard for me to list. I can list pretty fast. So I'm going to look at what she brings me. Sorry, let me make sure my phone is plugged in. I don't think it is. Hold on. Yeah, it is charging. Okay, I just want to make sure in case somebody calls anyway. Um, so what I'm going to do are two things. I'm going to look through it with her and kind of price some of the things. She said she separated it by things that are signed and things that are unsigned. So I'm going to see what my chances are of having any kind of a sell-through rate on this, since I'm not a jewelry seller. And then I do have the lady who I consign, or who I send the bras to. She also sells jewelry. So if I look at it, I'm going to, see, okay, could she get 50 or 100% more because she has a store full of jewelry? Whereas, as we know, unless it's something really rare and desirable, if you try to start in a new niche, it can take a while for eBay to send that traffic to you. So I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to talk to this lady and tell her that it might be better if we sell this wholesale. And I'll tell the lady who buys the bras, listen, I know I normally give you wholesale prices, but, this is for a person who, needs more. Like, I'm not even going to take anything for just doing this transaction between you two, but I need her to get paid like this amount. And then see if she's interested. I also know a gal in Cheyenne who's on the group I'm on with Tech and Sports and Chris, and I've met with her in Cheyenne before. And so I might message her after I check with my wholesale person who does the bras. And between the two of them, if I can explain to them, the amount I need, I'm not going to expect retail prices on eBay because they have to do all the work. However, if I think it'll be faster, it'll be an instant payout for this lady, and, it'll just be better for both of us, then I might just kind of coordinate the transaction. So I'll let you know. I will do a haul on it no matter what, even if I'm just going to kind of be the middleman. I still think it'll be a fun haul, and so as soon as she leaves today, I will bring that out, and I'll kind of let you know what I'm thinking. But for now, we got to get shipping. I have about an hour. And sales are good. Sales are good because listing is good. When listing is good, I feel like sales are normally good. There are exceptions. There's once in a while where I power it out and then eBay doesn't give me any results. But for the most part, I feel like when I list, I do good. All right, so I have 11 orders, and it's a total of $373.93. This is since my haul video yesterday. So I've started using a tub to go get my stuff in the garage. I was taking IKEA bags in there, but if I'm across the room and it's an IKEA bag, I have to walk over, put it down in there, at least the first like 10 items. Whereas with the tub, I can, if I'm not too far from it, I can just throw it in the tub if it's clothing. So I've started taking tubs in there instead of IKEA bags, but the post office still likes the IKEA bags. So I'll still take the actual stuff to the post office. I've thought about, I have a stiff kind of 31 kind of bag. It's a 31 brand, and it's, you know, and they fold down, but they're still stiff. I might start taking my mail in those two to the mail. I don't know. It's just hard, like right now when I first go to throw the mail in there, then I have to almost go down to it. So this is my third steel item to sell in a week. This, I think, is the same gal who bought the steel pants a day or two ago, one of them. It says repeat buyer, and I think it is. So these are 32 long, 32 tall. They were the same size as the other. I had considered putting them all in one listing, but, you know, you can have a ½ inch difference in measurement. And so anyway, I didn't. So she's paying postage again. But, you know, I don't know. She only has 8 feedback, so I don't believe she's a reseller. She could be. This could be a buying account. Anyway, on this pair, I got $21.84 plus shipping, $28.34. It did sell using promoted listings. So yesterday I got one pair was about in this range, $21, $22. The other pair was $16.99 because I just wanted to get these moving. And then this pair is back up to $21. I would think if you're willing to wait anytime at all, $21 to $25, and then $30 if you're really willing to hold out easily. You know, if you're just willing to wait 2-3 months, you could get $30 on these. But I'm happy with what I got. So let's see. Stio is a great brand. On these, I did not put Gorp Core or hiking. I have, you know, I didn't know about that term, I think, even a month ago when I listed these, or a month and a half ago. So I wish I would have, you know, tried to do that. I'm getting low on my envelopes. I ordered them. I hope they come in time. I've had them be 3 or 4 days. It's not even their fault. It's my fault for ordering late, right? You should keep up. Yeah, these are going to Big Sky, Montana, just like I said yesterday. So I'm late ordering them, and it is a pain to have to do tape. There's a few supplies that eBayers and Amazon people use that you can't go to Walmart and get, or, you know, even if you had to, you could buy some cheap mailers at Office Depot or something. You know, it'd cost you. You'd have to pay up. But like these, and then the poly bags that I ship my Amazon in, you know, those are the things that you have to just keep in stock. Now, my son, who lives an hour and a half away, he's got every poly bag size, but he doesn't use these. So, you know, because I know another Amazon seller, we can trade off. Oh, by the way, I'll talk about this more in my next couple videos. Today, I've got a bunch of editing and a bunch of stuff to make videos out of. But anyway, I did get my Amazon shipment done. Good news is that I had 8 to 10, whatever it is, good items. What is it? 11, maybe it's 11, I don't know. They're going out. I finally faced it. I had not done an Amazon shipment in almost a year, guys. And I used to do twice a day Amazon shipments, books, food, toys, all of it. Like, I used to be full-time Amazon. So it's very strange to me to have this fear of, ooh, you know, I got to go into the FBA, you know, system. And it's just strange. And I just wanted to get over that. I didn't care if one of those items that I had saved ended up being good. I was literally going to do an FBA shipment on one item just to force myself to quit piling it over here and having this fear. And I haven't done it for a long time. Yeah, my dad gave me a food product. He got out of Amazon this year, I think kind of hesitantly, but it is a lot of paperwork, and his wife was doing a lot of the paperwork. And I said, Dad, if you take over the paperwork, then you can do whatever you want, and I'll help you. And he just, you know, he's 75, which is fine, and he's just in a different stage of his life. So he wanted to keep the business, but you know, he wouldn't do all the work of the business himself. He wanted to kind of put it off on someone. Same with the GPS. You know, I've given him a brand new GPS. He's a smart man, won't use the GPS. You know, he still has his wife like print off the, you know, the, what do you call it? The Google Maps sheet. So anyway, love my dad. But anyway, so he gave me a bunch of brand new food, not expired till August 23rd. It's a good product that he's been selling consistently on Amazon. Unfortunately, the date stamps are on the case pack on the outside of the cardboard box. And each individual piece of it, which is a bundle that he's been doing really well with, they technically do not have the date on each piece piece of that. And I'm very protective of my Amazon account, even though my cash flow's been tight and I've been facing eBay first, rebuilding that, and putting all my time and effort into rebuilding that. My Amazon account, you know, theoretically, it for the next 20 years is worth millions of dollars. Even if it's not millions per year, over 20 years, it's worth millions of dollars. So he was near retirement, had another income. He never got in trouble for that. He always put the correct date sticker on it. He never got called out by Amazon. And he had proof on the receipts and on the case pack. So maybe Amazon would have bent, but I doubt it. And so I just don't feel good about it. So I'm selling them on eBay with a picture of the case pack in the photos. And they're a lot slower on eBay. I wish I could get them on Amazon. It's a great product. But anyway, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this. You know, he has like $1,000 in it, and it could turn into 2 or 3 if I put it on Amazon. But I don't want to risk my account. So anyway, I've got to do, that's the last thing over in this corner. When I make a cleanup video, which should be tonight also, because I got a lot of cleaning done, got my office clean, got my entryway clean, got the spare bedroom clean. When I get to that, then, you know, I'll talk more about that. So I am excited. I couldn't sleep, not because of insomnia, thankfully, but just because I was tired enough yesterday, and I think a lot of it was I knew I had to face some projects I didn't want to face. So I went, relaxed, laid down. I did fall asleep, and so then I just wasn't tired till 2 in the morning. So it's not an insomnia thing. That's a different feeling when you know you've been up all day and you should be tired, and then you can't sleep. This made sense. I mean, you can't take a hour and a half, 2-hour nap and then expect to go back to bed at the same time, you know, unless you've really had a sleep deficit. And I don't feel like I do. I feel like I have a little bit of an exercise deficit. I think I would be more tired if I was working out like I should have. So then I missed my morning workout because I didn't want to go on 3 hours of sleep today. I knew I had this lady coming, and I knew that I have a very short bins window again. Again. I'm going to look at the roads today, too, when I get some of my other stuff that's mandatory done. Then I'll look at the roads, and I'll see, you know, how panicked I need to be this weekend as far as amount of stuff I need to get. I really would like to relax. My son's coming. We want to go to dinner at a couple places. I still want to get a lot, but I really would rather not leave at 4 a.m. in the morning and have a full day at the bins and then a full day Saturday. I would really like to do kind of a half day each day, see my son, have some dinner. But I don't know if I can get enough in that period of time, because I will be out pretty much by tonight. I will be out. Last night I listed the 2 things that had been hanging over my head the most, and I'm an avoider. I love doing the hard goods because they're like $100 items. Like, I've just done hard goods for so long that I can literally walk into a thrift, not every day, but I can walk into a thrift, just walk right to these $100 items. Just because I've been on eBay since I was 27, I do have like a Bolo Rolodex, as they call it in my group. I have a Rolodex that's pretty decent size. The problem, though, is that I'm used to doing the clothing now, and I can just power that out. And yesterday, I had a lot of $100 St. John jackets. So I'm like, well, I like the clothing. I'm just going to do that. So then that humidifier that I showed you probably a month ago in a haul video, and the Mr. Christmas silver bells, they've just been sitting over here in this corner, and the humidifier should easily get me 120, 130. If I held out, it could go for 180. It's a certain kind of humidifier. You can go to my eBay store and look at it. And then the Mr. Christmas, it's missing the ground stakes that put the silver bells into the ground. You can look up Mr. Christmas silver bells. And I should have maybe made a video of me listing them yesterday. I just didn't. It was 2 in the morning, and I didn't look that good. So, not that I do now, but then I didn't. And anyway, I got those 2. I made myself face it. So I just have one more thing over there that I've been kind of avoiding. It's the router from my mom when she lived in Texas. She had the router and the router Wi-Fi extender, I guess it's called. And so even for parts, those should go for 50 or 60 bucks for that set really fast, but I've been avoiding it. I don't know why. It would take me less than 20 minutes, including packing. I don't know why. Okay, this did not use any promotions. It is an old item. This is number 431. It's an item that I finally relisted. It's a Nike hoodie, and I would have showed this in my fix-it videos or my editing videos. It has this. It's really unique, but it's missing the drawstrings. And it's a good size. It's a size men's medium. It's an Elite ThermaFit track jacket. So I looked at what these can go for, and if it had the drawstrings, if everything was okay with it, then, you know, this could have gone for 20 or 25 if I would have held out. But anyway, I put it really low. I wanted this out of here. I thought I put promoted listings on it, but maybe they found it some other way. So anyway, I got 10 and then $17.35 total shipped. So yay, out of my hair. But yeah, I don't know. Don't know why that took so long. This is literally 2 years old. It has to be, because it's one of, you know, it's number 400. I'm on 4,400 now, or 4354 is where I'm at on my numbers. So literally pretty close to 4,000 items ago. I am so glad that I got some money for this. It's just Ben's money. You know, now say my net on this is $4 to $5 after, you know, everything. That's a lot, because I can find really good stuff at the bin. So I feel like I just made 50 bucks, even though, yes, I didn't, but I feel like it. So this is going to Marilyn. Thank you to whoever you are. I don't want to say your name, but thank you for buying this. I love you. Today's one of my dearest friends' birthday. Her name's Rhonda. She lives in Iowa, so I don't get to see her very often. When I go up there, she has a great territory. She lives not too far from Omaha and Lincoln, and so I have done that before, and it's on my list. The problem is summer garage sales are so good here, but where we live, because people wait all year. They don't clean out anything because it's freezing. So then when summer comes, even spring, like even in April, you know, just the amount of stuff that comes out of the woodwork in Wyoming is enough to where I don't need to go. However, now that I'm getting my Amazon slowly rebuilt, that is a great place for arbitrage. I am so sad. We used to go to Shopko's. I don't know if any of you live where there's a Shopko, but my son and I used to just plan trips around Shopko to Shopko to Shopko. And it's kind of like a Kmart. It's like a small town discount store. But they had a lot of just items that, I don't know where they got them. They had toys that we never saw anywhere else ever. And we would put those on Amazon and just do amazing. And so it's been hard for us because, you know, in the 3 or 4 years since COVID, and just, I don't know when Kmart really started to go out with a lot of their stores, at least in our area. But when Kmart and Shopko went out, those were two of our best sources for Amazon. And then the library sales closed, you know, during COVID. So that's why I really just couldn't figure Amazon out. And part of it is I just didn't put the time in. I put a lot of time in nursing during that time, and I put a lot of time in rebuilding my eBay to where it was at least 10,000 every single month. And I am so close, guys, to having that be a consistent 10. It was a year ago before I helped my mom, but if your business can't withstand something like that, then is it really like where it needs to be? And the answer to me is no. Like it's 10,000 a month when there's nothing going on, but when there's something going on in my family, then my business can't withstand that. And I mean, I'm easy on myself. I get that you can't like condemn yourself. Like things can happen that can throw you off. But in my mind, I know the income I need, and I can't, you know, I've got to have one business that pays everything I need, you know, keeps me, you know, able to travel, and then I can start rebuilding Amazon again. So this is a great sale. This is a pair of Levi's 501 XX. They're a size 32-34. They are number 1501-0117. Of course, they're button fly. I don't have they're not Big E or anything like that, but they are, I believe they're vintage, or I'm pretty sure I don't have that in the title. But anyway, I sold these for $80 plus shipping, $97.70. I've had them about 2 or 3 months, and I think I had them at $149 at one point, but 80 is good plus shipping, no promotion and no coupon. I love it when people buy an $80 item and you have a 20 or 25% coupon at least in my store and they don't use it. I love that. Love it when that happens. Yeah, so this is why I'm a little frustrated that I'm out of clothing, because if I wasn't out of clothing, I would go with my son and just do arbitrage for 2 days in Denver. Oops, it says something went wrong. Let me go back to ship my order. Hold on. I hope I'm not going to have trouble getting my shipping out here. Let's see. Let's click on this again. Purchase shipping label. I don't have any other windows open except for I'm talking to you on here. Okay, looks like it's going to go. All right. So yeah, so my heart's in getting Amazon going again and getting my products going again, but I'm out of clothes, so I got to go to the bins and do that first, and then I will hopefully next week start scanning. I've got to get my book scanner hooked back up. Oh, it says no services available. Why is it saying that? I hate it when they don't tell you what the problem is. Dun, 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 dun. I hate it when they do that. I'll go look at the address. Sometimes if the address is too long, usually it pops up and tells you though. Boy, I am happy. Maybe we're not going to have a shipping video. This says something went wrong. Try again. I hope you guys aren't having trouble. If I have to, I'll just read off. If I can get back to that page, I'll just read off what I have, and then I'll just mess with this. I have no idea what is going on with the shipping hub. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, so that came up again, and good. Services came up again. I'm like, what is going on? So this is going to California, Culver City, and I think I will put some signature on it since it's since they live in an apartment, which I know. I mean, somebody could come to your house just because you live in an apartment. Usually it probably is better. At the bigger apartment complexes, they put things in a box or in a, a mailbox anyway. But, anywho. So yeah, I definitely do not have the cash flow to build up Amazon and eBay at the same time. Now, when garage sales start, that is when I get a lot of Amazon books. You'll go to a garage sale and they're $1 a piece, and then I stand there and scan the books. So, if not now, by then, I should be able to get like good big shipments together again for not a lot of cost. But right now, I'll see what my business advisor has to say. She's still looking at all my taxes and stuff that I sent her. And I'm hoping to be able to have eBay be like at $11,000 a month before April, before garage sales start. And then that should give me, the cash flow to slowly get Amazon going. Amazon grows really fast. I mean, if you reinvest the profits, which I won't take any money out of Amazon until it's back up to where I used to have it. And I won't tell you what that is. You probably wouldn't believe me anyway. When I get there again, I will tell you. But, I used to have it really high. But that was when, a lot of people weren't doing groceries, or they weren't approved in groceries yet. And I had an old Amazon account, so they approved me pretty quickly. So it literally was not rocket science. You just walked into Walmart and you just went and got tons of the same thing over and over and over again. So I don't want to paint it like I was some genius. It just was, God bless me at that time, to be able to do that. So, it's saying site can't be reached again. Let me show you this sweater while eBay is doing its thing. I haven't had any trouble with any other windows. I'll maybe open another window and make sure it's not my computer. Now, I love this sweater. It's called Kitty Hawk. and it's by Vivian Wang. It's a size medium. I have had this for over 2 years. Now in this one, I've been trying to get to my editing. I've been editing, as you see, I've been making a lot of editing videos, but this is one sweater that I had not gotten to, and it's honestly my own fault on this. I have a picture of like the detail of the front that I just showed you, but for whatever reason, I missed that I didn't have a full-on picture of the entire sweater. So it's no secret why this just sat and people couldn't really tell what it is. I guess I was lazy or just missed it. I don't know. You know, when you're scrolling through and editing things, if you don't go into the listing, I might have thought, okay, I chose my gallery photo to be the up close of the colorful pom-poms or whatever that are on the front. But I didn't realize I didn't have a zoomed out photo. So anyway, I was happy to take $3.94. And then plus shipping, $19.54, and this is sold via promoted. I could not cram this into a padded flat rate without really feeling like I'm just, you know, wrangling it around. I might try, let me see. I mean, it's just a pretty thick sweater. I might give it a whirl here. I'll put it in this anyway, and then if it doesn't fit, I'll just put it back in the box. This is going to New York, so it would give me a few bucks profit if I could. It's a beautiful sweater. I love this thing. I probably should have kept it. I don't know. I don't remember ever trying it on. It's just, it's really gorgeous and kind of vintagey, kind of cardigan-y. And plus, you know, I don't know. I should have looked up the brand. I didn't try putting Y2K or any of that because I didn't get to it to edit it. All right, let me see now if I can get this in a padded flat or not. Yeah, so anyway, I want to go to Omaha and Lincoln and go see my BFF there. And but if I am going to go, I would need to do it before April, because then, like I said, I'm committed to every single Friday and Saturday the entire summer or the entire garage sale season. I've already told my husband and put everybody on notice that if they want anything from me, it can't be on a Friday or a Saturday, because that is my opportunity to fix this low inventory situation for a very cheap price. And so I've already got it booked out. We don't take vacation till August anyway, and then when we're on vacation, it would be the same thing. We'll, on the Friday and Saturday, we won't go very far. We'll be local, or we'll be at least in Cheyenne and Laramie, maybe get hotels, and then just garage sale for 2 straight days there, drive it home, and then go back on our vacation. If I can get my cash flow switched around by the bins, by garage sale time, then, you know, maybe it won't be as urgent. But right now, my cash flow and getting my business to the next level, it really depends on buying some inexpensive inventory that I can flip for a lot. Okay, I did get it in the padded flat rate, so I'm going to make some money on the shipping. So that's good. I'll keep some. So that is great. That helps a little bit. I don't feel as bad selling it off. So yeah, if I can get my cash flow back, then we could take some farther away trips and have the cash flow to ship at home and still go see some things that we want to see and go to some thrifts that I know. Going all the way up I-80 into Nebraska, there's a lot of kind of small town Goodwills that just don't get shopped out. And when I make the trip, I pay for it within days, like literally. So I just need to get on the road. So I saw someone, is it Jacob the Vintage Seller or something? I've been listening to a lot of his videos. He has some good content. And he had somebody in his comments, or he was making a whole video about a comment he got about, you know, how do I get inventory? And he's like, you know, and he doesn't know me or anything about me, but he's just like, hey, you may have to drive 6 hours round trip to get your inventory, to get it at the right price. You just have to do what you have to do, you know. And that's why I like listening to people on my group or people like that, because then it makes me feel a little less ridiculous for the amount of driving I do. Obviously, the ideal situation is to set up your life near your job or near your business. I think that that would have made a lot more common sense. But we had just moved here when I learned how to do this. And at the time, you know, I don't know. My family lived close by and out of town, and we were traveling a lot. So it just didn't really occur to me that I needed this much inventory. I wasn't doing it full time. So I didn't need the volume of stuff I do now. And, I didn't realize that I, would have trouble, like, getting enough. And when you first start reselling, everybody has stuff. They're giving it to you, all of that. But all my friends and family, they've given me everything, And then I think you get pickier, too. I think you get really picky what you list. You don't want to list a bunch of Walmart brands necessarily. I'm not saying there aren't some that can do good, but... All right, so this, I'm going to print off a sheet of this. This is a consignment for our church. It's a leftover light bulb. I was hoping to get more. We had to get a new church projector, and we had the leftover lamp that we had just bought, and I think the church paid a decent amount for this. But anyway, I got them $18 back, so that's better than nothing. So I'm just going to give all this money to the church, and we're getting it to someone who can use it, so that is good. And I have the projectors themselves, the old projectors, and I thought I could get like 20 bucks for parts for the church, but they're not selling. I'm going to lower them down to like $4. I have them for parts only, no returns. If I can't get that in the next few weeks, I'm going to get those off my shelf, because these are two like video projector things, and they're taking up a ton of space in my garage. And when garage sale season comes, I don't want these in my way. So, yep, I have a lot to do. Let me see. Oh, okay, that's there. I'm just seeing if that lady is coming. So, or, seeing if she's changing any plans. It's not that. So I edited this on February 9th. So see, the editing is paying off. I think this is another item. I checked my title. I think I don't know what I put on promoted. I might even have as much as 15%. I don't have that anywhere. I don't know how to tell other than on my invoice what I paid for the promoted. But anyway, I probably upped the promoted. I lowered the price, and we got something for it. $26.60 shipped is good. Okay. Going to California, that's good. So the shipping will be cheap. I charged first class anyway, which is what it is. So $6.22, so I'm keeping about 50 cents on the shipping. Yeah, the other place I haven't been going to, which is a really great route, is Casper. It's about 3 hours this direction to me. They have several thrift stores. The one I do best at is the Goodwill. I mean, they truck out so much clothing in a day at that particular Goodwill. And the prices are kind of Wyoming prices. They're halfway decent. So we need to go do an overnight trip there. And I can spend like 3 to 4 hours in that one Goodwill. They just have so much stuff. And then there is another couple of private. There's a Salvation Army there, which I do okay at. They don't seem to bring out as much, but I need to go try again. It's been a year or two since I've gone there to try to source, and because I just get so much this way. But just for fun to take a drive. If we got up early enough, we could go do it, have lunch, and come back. So that's another thing we need to do. And then going this other direction, we have Rock Springs, Wyoming, which has a Goodwill. Now, I know I can't remember her name, but there's a pretty big a reseller. I call her a sorcerer, a reseller. And she's a YouTuber. She lives there in Rock Springs, and I cannot for the life of me think of her name. I used to listen to her, and it's nothing to do with her. I just lost track of her. I need to catch up. And their Goodwill's pretty good, and there's some things to do there. They have, like a Tuesday morning, I think, and some other stores that we don't have. And I do pretty good sometimes at Tuesday morning on toy arbitrage. So I want to get back, you know, into that. I know Amazon is just really rough on selling toys on Amazon, man. You know, we were doing that pretty much full time, and then they just kept saying you needed all these safety things. And I think if someone else sends it in or cares enough about the listing, I think that that maybe covers it for everybody. I don't think every single person has to send that in, but I don't know. I need to check. The only big Amazon people I know are video game sellers that are on our group. So, and then booksellers, media sellers. But I don't know anyone on my group who does arbitrage, Amazon arbitrage as much. So I need to check with them. This is cinch jeans, men's 34 by 32. They are the black label. These sold for $20 the same day, but they're just now paying. So I got $32.20. They sold via promoted, but no coupon, which again, I love. I paid $4.75 for these. I bought these at a regular Goodwill in Laramie. I've only had these about a week. I don't even look up cinch jeans if I'm paying under $5 because I know they will sell. I don't always get 20, you know, these are like in really good condition. They only have some hem wear like on the edge of the ankles. They don't have any other wear, so that's good. Okay, I know what this weighs already, so I don't know why I'm worried about it. Okay. Going to Texas, Dallas, Texas. So yeah, I'm going to get everything behind me listed. I think I have 50 to 60 items that I need to do today. I need to get them scheduled out, at least 10 or 12 today. Then I need 10 for Friday, 10 for Saturday, and that'll about wipe me out. And so I may have to work as much as I can, and then since I didn't sleep that well last night, I may have to lay down a little bit and then do shift 2. And I'm not a believer in like you sleep 12 hours a day or you're lazy, but I do know myself I can power out those listings if I am even halfway rested. If I'm fighting sleep or I'm like, ugh, you know, it takes me 3 times as long. So I treat myself halfway decently. Normally I work out a lot and I expect a lot of myself, but right now I just think some things are catching up with me, and you know, I've got a lot going on. I got my sister-in-law coming from Africa with my nephew who I've never met. I'm going to have a lot of family time that I want to spend with them. And so I think I need to just do whatever it takes to get tons of listings up before they come. And I've mentioned before, but if you're new to my channel, I don't have any grandkids yet, but these nephews and nieces are my brother's kids, and both of my brothers had children later in life. And so I'm as close to them as I can be for as far away as they have lived at times. And I don't know how long my brother will live close to us here in Wyoming. You know, I know they'll stay in the United States for at least 3 to 4 years for her to get her work visa and everything. They've been married for over 9 years and have 2 children together, and it's a long story. But anyway, I'm really happy for while they're close by. I'll see them as much as I can. Our whole family kind of has a travel bug. I don't know where we got it from. You know, we just all love to live in weird places, which I would never do because of this business. It's harder, I think, to be a reseller in almost any other country. The United States just discards everything, right? This is a pair of Clark sandals. They are wrapped, so I'm not going to show you. They're just, I wrapped them because they have some wedge to them. I don't know. I've had these for not very long. And I didn't put Y2K look or anything in them. They're just slingbacks. They're black. I took $14 for them, so $24.70 total. No promotions of any kind, which is good. I couldn't quite get them in a padded flat rate. I will bubble wrap sandals and shoes if, you know, if they're a smaller size and I can get them in a padded flat rate, I will do that. Sorry, I'm trying to get I'm going to have to get a new piece of tape. But these are a size 10M, and so they won't fit. Okay. So, 1-6. So let's see. Parcel select is 822. They're going to Texas. Let's see how much priority is. $8.82, so we're going to go with that. And so yeah, I feel really behind on getting sandals. I need to, when I'm in the thrift, I need to look and say, okay, these are $4 at a Wyoming thrift store, and I know right now the sell-through isn't great, but is this a brand that I should be picking up in sandals? Because trying to go find sandals when it's summer and resell them, I think that's different. You know, it's difficult. So I need to be trying to accumulate thousands of pairs of sandals right now, and I'm just really behind. I've not even started yet. I think in the summer, I've talked about it before, I just switched to a lot of hard goods in the summer, and that keeps my sales steady. I would be just as happy doing shorts and sandals full-time and swim trunks, but I just don't seem to find enough sandals to do that. So I switched to just all kinds of antiques, rare items in the summer, and I love it. It's good. And I am going to try to get more items to do into the winter. I wanted to niche down, and we'll see if I stay an extra day at the bins every couple weeks, if I can successfully niche down to clothing and have the same sell through and everything I want. But if I can't do it, then I'm going to just have a half hard goods, half clothing store. I'm just kind of looking at 1,000 different options right now. All I know is that I want my sales to be in the 12 to 15,000 mark every single month. And if I can do that with clothing and not list myself like 15 hours a day, then I will do that. If I can't, then I will keep doing the $100 hard goods that I just find all the time. Okay, Athleta Salutation leggings, no promotions of any kind. These sold for $15 plus shipping, so $22.36. That is good. I've learned from listening to several different resellers that the newer Athleta has the style name underneath, and that people are doing really well if they stick to those. I'm still buying the vintage Athleta if it has a wider leg. The tapered leg or the capris, I mean, I still, this is doing it again. Something went wrong. Try again. I don't know, eBay. I'm just hoping to get through all my shipping before eBay has another glitch, because I have same-day shipping, so that would not be good. I know they would figure something out, and I wouldn't get penalized for it, but still. All right, these are going to New York. They're really cute. They're 1X. They're size 1X gray, high-rise. They look like straight leg. I didn't put that in there, but they look like a straight leg, not a tapered, so I think that's why they did well. So that is good. I seriously have so much to learn, especially on clothing, because I've been a bookseller a huge part of my reselling career, and then I've been a hard goods or just whatever seller for the rest of it. And so I've done clothing pretty consistently for about 4 to 5 years, but then of course COVID hit and stuff, and I was a nurse. So I'm just learning, like, you know, that really staple bread and butter brands like Athleta, White House Black Market, Talbot's, if you get the bigger size, if you get the right style, which I'm not a stylish, like, fashion conscious person, I'm pretty minimalist in my wardrobe, so you know, I'm looking into that, and the more I learn, the better I do. I mean, I'm just going to the bins, and I'm listening to the young gals on YouTube, or the stylish gals. I shouldn't say they're all young, but just the stylish people. And I'm listening to Jack Valentine, Kaylee Elaine, let's see, Thrift Nook. I'm just listening to her. She's young and doing really well. I need to get her YouTube name right. And I'm, you know, just trying to figure out who talks about the styles and style pickups, and all of those people do. Let me go to YouTube and get this other gal. I talked to her quite a bit on comments. This other gal, let me make sure I'm getting her name right. I want to say Thrifty Nook, but don't quote me on that. Let me let that pick up. I listen to Sarah Stiles for bookkeeping type kind of stuff, but and she does know her styles. It's just that let me see. Let me go to my history and tell you who I listened to yesterday. So, but yeah, my sourcing is going so much faster since I listened to these people. So I like actually Golden State Picker, not Golden Finger Picker. I used to listen to him. I don't know. I haven't even looked him up for years to see if he's still around. But Golden State Picker, he sells between 15 and 20,000 a month on eBay, and then he also does Amazon, and he just does all kinds of hard goods and weird stuff. Let me see here. I've been listening to Dixon's Pickens. He's on my group, and he's really good. I think his name is Marcus, and he's good. He's a volume seller. Oh, Nifty Nook Thrift. She's really nice. She's a nice gal. I listen to a lot of her haul videos, so go check her out. Nifty Nook Thrift, and then I listen to the Nurse Flipper and stuff like that. That's who I've been listening to. All right. Let's get going here. This is, I'm excited about this. This is a vintage denim. Okay, sorry guys, I dropped the sticker part. This was darling. This is a little boy's suit. And it's like a denim, and it's Billy the Kid brand. And I pulled this out of the bins, and I thought, you know, that has to have some value, either to consign or whatever. So I don't even know if I looked it up. Anyway, it sold via my coupon and promoted listings. It took a while to sell, but I got $27.87 plus shipping, so $38.95 minus whatever promotions. It's going in a flat rate. It's just darling. It's a cute little suit. It's a two-piece set, boys size 8. But, of course, that's a vintage boys size 8. So, we'll see. Let's hope it fits the little boy who's getting it, or child, or whatever. This is going to Nevada City, California. I've heard that eBay does show your stuff to people who live close by. So like in my case, since I live in Wyoming and shipping to California is cheap, I've heard that that is part of the algorithm. Like they're going to, you know, because of the shipping times, especially same day shipping, they're going to show, hey, anybody in California, this girl can get it to you or whatever. So I've heard that that is the case. I do obviously sell a lot to New York and Texas too, like today, but look at how many California orders I have. And it's not because it's like summer stuff either. It's just weird random stuff. So maybe I get shown to California more. Who knows? So yeah, I'll do my jewelry haul. Then I'm definitely going to do a decent size editing haul. Then I'm going to do an office update. I'm going to finish cleaning a couple little areas, and then I'll show my progress in my office, which I'm really happy with. It's not 100%. I still have a bunch of paperwork kind of laying around. But I do feel like I am making some progress. So that's really all that's left now, is just to really not just give my accountant the taxes. He pretty much has everything he needs. I just have to make sure and double check my mileage that I submitted to him and make sure he's got it correct. And then there's some health insurance form that we're supposed to get in the mail that he needs. And then a few little things. But I just need to like tape down the 2022 box of receipts and things. I do use Shoeboxed, which is like $40 a month. I'm considering getting rid of that too. I'm going to talk to this accountant who's my business lady and ask her, you know, do I need Shoebox? That's like $40 a month. You know, what are the chances that if I get audited, my receipts are faded? I'm asking her all of those questions, you know, and trying to just get a handle on if I've went overboard. I also told my other accountant, it makes me sound really fancy, like I have all these accountants, and I don't. I use one for this and one for that. When we used to do Amazon, like big time, like 8 years ago, nobody wanted to do the sales tax for Amazon. So I have an accountant in Colorado Springs who became like an Amazon sales tax person, and he would submit to all the states. And my own local accountant did not even want to mess with that because it was some new thing that, you know, the states were all requiring. So I I like my accountant there, but that's the only thing he does for me is submit to Wyoming and to Florida. And for some reason, his opinion is that Florida is the last holdout, that, you know, you could get prosecuted if you don't keep Florida. But my son and several other people have looked into it, and we don't agree necessarily. So I'm going to check with this lady who I really trust her, you know, as far as her knowledge in a bunch of different areas, and she's a reseller. So I'm going to ask her, hey, what do you think about my chances of getting audited if I get rid of Florida? And that would save me another like $50 a month, because I always show zero. Like, I don't sell enough to Florida, especially not right now on Amazon, to have that. And Amazon is supposed to be sending all of that in to all of these states. So I'm going to find out and figure that out. This is one of those Simply pants that I talked about. I think I shipped, did I ship a shirt? I shipped a cardigan yesterday, I think. It's kind of very similar fabric feel to Chico's Travelers, which I'm picking up Chico's Travelers again. So get to know what that feels like. And then if it says Simply on it or Chico's Travelers, that people love that feel to that fabric. It's just polyester, but it has like a feel to it. So anyway, this is a pair of Simply pants. It's really cute. They are tapered, which is not necessarily in style right now, I've heard, but they're pull-on pants, and they have some button detail down the side. So anyway, I got $21. I don't think they used any promoted. Let me look. If you saw my haul yesterday, you saw that I found 3 more pieces of Simply. I am so excited about that. I've got them over here to be photoed and listed. So yeah, promoted listings, but no coupon. So $29.69 total going to Florida. If my lady does get here a few minutes early and knocks, then I will just close down the video, but I've only got 2 more items. I know I'm over talking. I am sorry, guys, but it makes me nervous. I'm not a real outgoing person anyway, although if you do see me out ever, please come up to me. It would mean a lot. I'd love to meet you, but just be prepared. I might be a little bit like shell-shocked. I'm not a real outgoing person. So, to just stand here while I'm waiting for the printer and do this, it makes me, I just can't do that. I have to either talk or not be on camera at all. So that's the explanation for why you get my life stories in between orders. It just is odd to me. I can do silence with like people I'm very close to. I can just sit in silence and not say anything. But with a bunch of strangers, I don't know. I don't know why. There's so many psychological things I'd like to research. I'd like to figure myself out, but I don't know if I ever will. I don't know if that'll ever happen. It pays to clean. I went in the back bedroom because we're having some people stay with us this weekend. And I had a bunch of consignment clothing that I did from a lady. It was Dress Barn. It was a Dress Barn buyout. I've talked about it on another video. And it was 600 items. I didn't have to pay a dime. She trusted me to go to Colorado. We loaded it up in my car and I just left. Like no money given to her at all. She was desperate enough. She had done this huge buyout of a Dress Barn, I think it was. And she just had no plan on how to sell it. I love her dearly, got to know her over the last 2 to 3 years, but she just had no clue or plan on how she was going to liquidate this. But she had all this money invested and everything. And so I told her I could help her, but she just trusted me totally, just literally loaded my van. I could have gone into the darkness and I left her no receipt. I mean, I guess I gave her my phone number, but anyway, we did really well with that before all the Dress Barns around the country started to close. They were all plus-size clothing. They were pants. They were burgundies, blacks, all of that. But then there were some weird, like you get in liquidation, there were some weird things. There was like bright, weird yellow shirts and just weird stuff. And so anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I went in there and I had told her toward the end, listen, I'll just give you $50 for what's left. It's clogging up my inventory. I'm going to pull it. I'm going to consign it. I can either drop it off next time I'm coming through Colorado, or I just need it off of my shelves. This is the last of the last. It's not selling. I need it to go. And she's like, no, just, I'll take the $50. So I've paid her throughout the 2 years off and on, usually about $500 a time. It wasn't, I mean, by the time I got my split and she got her split, I think I only paid her like $2,500 in the end for that over a 2-year period of time, because we were getting $20 and $25 at first, a lot of dresses, a lot of good stuff, but then as it dropped and other Dress Barn stuff showed up, which I knew it would, but I at least helped her. It helped me. I got some free inventory and got some profit. I feel like that the spreadsheet was more work than I thought it was. That was one of my first big consignment customers, and at the time I had kind of a secretary lady who was helping me and working for me, and a friend helping me out then. And then when we decided to not work with each other, I decided that I just needed to go out on my own, and she was getting her business going. And then I'm not good at spreadsheets, so it was like this big thing hanging over my head. And so to me, it wasn't worth it. I would never do it again unless it was like some other clothing thing that was just every item was worth $25. I would not do it again. But anyway, this is Rock Revival jeans. I haven't had these very long. Sold via promoted, no coupon, for $25 plus shipping. But anyway, the point is I went in the back of the back bedroom back there. And sorry, I'm a circular storyteller, and especially when I'm doing something. Just hang in there with me. I hope I always get to the point. Anyway, so I had a big bag of an IKEA bag full of that stuff, and a lot of it is winter. And so now I've got my 25 items in the car for tomorrow. And I was really hurting. I was like, what am I going to take to the consignment this weekend? Because I need to rebuild my money now. I'm out of money at that store. Okay, this is going to Iowa, Rock Revival jeans. Oh, it's showing no services again. It's just, there's a glitch. Boy, once I upload this, get your shipping done. Don't wait around today, because eBay or the post office or something is crazy today. One more. I hope I don't have to fight to get this one shipped. But anyway, so now, yeah, I've got, and that's new with tags, by the way. It makes sense if you buy it out from a store. Okay, good. So this is going to Waterloo, Iowa, $8.30, and I charged $9.75. So the order total was $36.50. So I'm happy with that. So yeah, so I got that taken care of. And then, so I don't have to do the editing today. The reason I was doing it was mostly to get some consignment stuff. Let's see if that, nope. So it's printing. Yeah, so I think I should do good at the consignment store with this. And so I think, guys, that is all my orders for now. I hope I get more. I don't think that's bad. Let's see, what is today? Today's Thursday. So that was a Wednesday, like from noon till 10 today. So that's not too bad, 363. It's still below my goal, but and that includes shipping. So, you're talking about maybe 200 net for the day, which is okay. But, I'm full-time, and not every day, sells decently. So you got to make up for some low days. But I'm going to get listing. I've got my St. John knit all listed from last night. And those are they should sell for at least $100 each. But I heard someone say, I was just listening, I think it was Kaylee Elaine I was listening to, and she just happened to mention that St. John has slowed down for her. So now I'm like, oh great, how long am I going to have to hold this? So since I paid around $5 to $8 a piece, if, they don't sell within a couple weeks, then I'll lower the price. But I've got one more piece, and then I've got all that Simply and some good stuff that's selling. So I think if I just list today and get some traffic to the to my eBay store, it'll be good. But I'll see you later on today. If you're interested, come back. I'll do an editing video, then I'll do an office cleanup update, and then I'll do the jewelry haul. As soon as she leaves, I'll film the jewelry haul so we can at least see what we're up against. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new and you haven't subscribed yet, it really would mean a lot to me. It just helps me. This is like a retirement project for me. I'm not looking to make big money. I don't have anything down below. I need to do that, probably buy me a coffee, and I need to set up like the stuff I use in my business, like on Amazon, so that you can, you know, link and I can get like 10 cents a month off of that. A lot of people, I heard, who was it? It was Hustle at Home Mom. She broke down, you know, how much she makes from everything. And her YouTube is decent. Like, she has a lot of followers. So she makes quite a bit on YouTube. But her, like, even her Amazon stuff that people buy, I mean, it was not that much. So I'm not in it for the money anyway. But by the time I'm 75 or 80, maybe I'll have a lot of followers and you guys will still hang in there with me. But please like, please comment. I know this is a 58-minute video again. I've had some requests to have 20-minute ones. That's why I'm going to try to do some others. But for me to break in the middle and then upload 2 shipping videos when it's only really like 11 items. I know it takes me forever because I'm actually standing here shipping with you and waiting on the printer. And so I hope it's not too boring. But anyway, hang in there with me. Watch it in 2 parts if you have to. But then if the jewelry haul is too big, I will break that up and try to just do 20, 30 minutes at a time. All right, we'll talk to you later on today, guys. Thanks again. Bye-bye.